Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's Zach Pickens in there to finish that play off. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle. At the Jaguars 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
30 left.
Lawrence will throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Able to find Gray here. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, Ty.
They run once more with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fields now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Don't jump. Ready?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, Ty. Ty.
They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The extra point splits the uprights. Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Caught out left side by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Red on red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Red 23. Hey, I'm gun.
In motion goes the tight end.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
Taking it in from the 20. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Take right open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. Off play action, Fields. Dancing to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bates' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here, all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for New England, 61 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. There we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Hey, go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. CeeDee Lamb. from 6 yards away. And the Pats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Breaks through the contact, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught at the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. Bates' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars 20.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Easy. Justin.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game,
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, son.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go. Good.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Again, it's Taylor.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here we go, son.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Fields.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready? You got a mini base. Why not?
Now it's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there.